Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something really interesting. What if the US and Pakistan, a relationship that's been, rocky for decades, is about to turn a new page? We're going to unpack a fascinating forecast for what that could actually look like.
So let's just jump right in. We're talking about a hypothetical, sure, but a really compelling one. Picture this, it's 2025, and all that turbulence, all that tension we've seen for decades, it starts to just melt away. Things actually take a huge positive turn. But how? What would it really take for something like that to happen?
Right, so the core idea here is a real thaw. We're talking about moving past that complicated tit-for-tat relationship that's defined things for so long.
Okay, so what could possibly kickstart such a massive shift? A future this optimistic doesn't just happen. It would have to be built, brick by brick, on three really specific foundational pillars.
So here they are. This whole new partnership would really depend on three things that all work together. We've got renewed security cooperation, a big economic deal, and a major regional ceasefire. Now the key here isn't just one of these things. Nope, it's the momentum they create together. Let's break that down.
First up, you gotta rebuild the foundation, and that starts with security. In this ideal world, both countries would finally agree to really tackle the threats they both face. Leave the old baggage at the door and find some actual common ground. Think intelligence sharing that actually works for both sides, protecting everyone's interests.
Okay, so once you have that security base sorted, it unlocks the door for pillar number 2, a huge trade and energy deal. And this would be a total game changer. It would weave the relationship into shared economic growth, help Pakistan lock down its energy future, and crucially, it shifts the whole conversation from aid to partnership. That's a big deal.
And then the third pillar, this one is massive. A huge diplomatic win. A ceasefire between India and Pakistan, with the US helping to make it happen. Think about it. This isn't just about US-Pakistan ties anymore. This would cool things down at one of the most dangerous flashpoints on the planet. We're talking about stabilizing the entire region.
So, there you have it, a three-pronged approach for a whole new era. It sounds pretty good, right? Almost too good. Because of course, this is just one side of the story. The path forward is littered with some serious obstacles, the very same ones that have torpedoed progress time and time again. All right, let's flip the coin. Let's look at the other side of this forecast. What are those stubborn, powerful challenges that could just yank this relationship right back into that old cycle of mistrust and chaos? And these aren't simple problems. They're all tangled together. You've got the ongoing U.S. worries about Pakistan's missile program. Then, inside Pakistan itself, you've got huge political and economic storms brewing. And then, maybe the biggest one of all, Pakistan's growing friendship with China. That, right there, makes its relationship with Washington incredibly complicated. So here we are, stuck between this incredible promise and this very real peril. So what's the answer? How do you actually build something that can last? Something that won't just fall apart at the first sign of trouble? Well, the proposed answer is a complete change in strategy, a fundamental shift. The old way of doing things, it was all about security, super narrow, super transactional. You do this for us, we'll do this for you. The new blueprint is so much bigger than that. It's about getting beyond just security to things like trade, energy, even tackling huge global challenges like climate change and helping to support stable government. It's about building a real, complex relationship, not just a one-track deal. And at the end of the day, this isn't just about two countries in a bubble. Real success means carefully balancing all the relationships in the region. With India, with China, with Afghanistan, the real prize here is creating a foundation for genuine, lasting stability for everybody. It's a much bigger puzzle to solve. Which, of course, leaves us with the big one. We've seen the blueprint, a bigger, broader partnership. But is it enough? Can a new way of working together really, truly overcome decades of rivalry and just deep mistrust? That, right there, is the billion-dollar question for 2025 and for the years to come.